What is going on, YouTubers? This is Anime Gamer Fanboy. First off, before I start any gameplay, gameplay. If you guys are wondering what happened yesterday, because I know you guys saw multiple things on YouTube, and then it decided to just clamp up. What happened was, for some reason, my internet was going kaput. And what I mean by kaput is like, I'll stream for maybe, 2-3 hours max, and then all of a sudden, it will just cut me off. So, to interfere with that, I had to get rid of the footage. So, I literally had to delete everything. I don't know why my internet cut me off, but I am going to have a talk this weekend. I'm going to try to get the internet upgraded. Well, actually, I'll try to get the internet upgraded as soon as possible, because I know a buddy of mine who knows a lot about tech. I'll talk to him and see what we can do, but in the meantime, I'm just going to have to roll with the punches and handle with what I can. So, if you guys, like I said, if the internet went out a couple times because you guys was trying to see the video, and then all of a sudden you saw it go to a blue screen, or it says viewer something about the stream, then I apologize about that. I will try to get it fixed as soon as possible. Also, announcements. First off, about my other YouTube channel, I will try to get that cooked up as best as I can and as fast as I can. Stephen Kraft, welcome to the stream. Kind of got my train of thought going while I was doing something. But for my other YouTube channel, guys, I will try to get it caught up as best as I can. To get used to, and I'm gonna start, and my game's gonna start lagging a bit, but yeah, and my game's gonna start lagging a bit. But so when I can, I know you guys probably want me to play Digimon Cyber Sleuth or SAO and stuff, but there's been a few complications. And when I mean complications, it means I won't be able to get the games until either I get my next paycheck, because I was going to try to get Kingdom Hearts 2.8, and I was going to try to get the new Kingdom Hearts that just came out. Now, I do have these games for PS2 and PS3, but I want to get them for PS4. But the thing I'm going to do is, with my PS3 copies, I'm going to see about getting someone in my family a PS3, or I'll probably give the PS3 copies to my dad, depending. It depends on it, because like I said, I want to get Kingdom Hearts 2.8 or 2.8 because, because it's got Dream Drop Distance. I have never played that, and I'm going to emphasize this, guys. I have never played Dream Drop Distance. I heard the game was good. I want to try to get it, but they didn't put it on 1.5 to 2.5. They put it on 2.8. So meaning, when I can, because I'm going to have a lot of stuff to do, I'm going to try to salvage some money from my paycheck after I get stuff paid off, and then I am going to try to get 1.5 to 2.5, and I'm also going to try to get 2.8. And then when I do that, I will do a Kingdom Hearts live stream, but just not now. Because, like I said, I've been going through a lot of stuff lately. I will possibly be streaming other games that I want to try to stream that I have problems with. First off, if all of you are wondering why I didn't broadcast Digimon Cyber Sleuth, for some reason, I don't know what it was, but for some reason they said it was a quote-unquote copyright. So basically what it means is that when I tried to live stream it, because you know how some games have footages you cannot skip. I emphasize that. Some games will have videos you cannot skip. So, like, if YouTube gives us a copyright claim because of the company, it's because the game has a video you cannot skip. Now, if you guys saw my WTF Where's Black Ops 3 video, which I'll put the thing in the corner in one of my videos, or in this video, I told you guys what happened. Treyarch flagged my video because because I was trying to play zombies on local mode because back then I didn't have my PlayStation Plus, and what happened was I ended up getting copyright claimed by Treyarch. So what happened was I ended up scrapping the video. So in terms, that means, like, if you got a video game that you can't skip, the best thing I can recommend is you guys have to try to find some way to block it. Alright, and the best way I can recommend, like you can put, like, if you guys do Twitch, and you know how some Twitch streamers can easily put something up to block the video. That's the best thing I could tell you, or, you know, just giving you guys helpful hints to stay out of trouble. But, like I said though, if you're gonna live stream some video games, be very careful, because again, some companies will try to find some way to flag your videos, and that is a system that's one way. So, like I said, I'm bringing this up again. If you guys live stream any video games, what they're gonna do is some video games will have videos like that tells the story, and I know how some gaming companies are against you using their content. So what I would recommend is, like, when you broadcast the videos or anything, best thing I can tell you is you want to put in your description, cannot skip the video. Or if the YouTube copyrights you, or someone from the company copyrights you, that's when you do a rant video. Because, for one thing, I find that's bullcrap that the companies will sometimes put copyright claims on your videos when you can't even surpass the videos. When you can't surpass the videos, and then you try to do the best you can. Because, like I said, and I'll bring up a bit in portion of my WTF Where's Black Ops 3 gameplay video. Like I said back in there, I only did zombies on local mode, and then all of a sudden it just, apparently when you do stuff on certain games, what it will do is it will possibly jack something up. And that's one thing that I literally could not believe. Because first off, guys, you gotta understand, I am an anime fan, yes. And I do like doing anime gameplays. So, you know. Like, I have friends who do the same stuff I do. Like, we'll do gameplay and thoughts on our honest opinions, and then all of a sudden things will just go from bad to worse. So I'm just saying this. If you guys got one of those games where you cannot skip anything, best thing I can tell you is try to find something to put around it. Because a friend of mine, because I have another friend of mine who's a YouTuber, and he could not skip, and he's playing a game that he's doing a walkthrough of a game that you cannot skip through the main title. So like it letting you guys know in advance. If you guys are playing Kingdom Hearts 1.5 to 2.5, you guys should know that 2.5 is able to let you skip the story. However, 1.5 doesn't. So meaning, if you guys are playing 1.5 to 2.5, best thing you want to do. Anyway. Okay, why in the heck can I not? Oh my gosh, really? But anyway, guys, like I was saying, so if you're an anime fan and you're playing anime-based video games and such, be careful on what you're doing. Okay, because for one thing, like I said, some games will have video footage where you cannot skip. And like I said, I've had that incident. That incident happened to me because I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies on local mode, and basically I got copyright claimed because basically I ended up playing it on local mode, and it pretty much was the same disaster. So yeah. So just letting you guys know ahead of time, if you guys are going to play Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies or anything, make sure that you find some way around the system where it won't play the videos, because all it'll do is get you into trouble.
Lost Alpha. Hostile HCXD in your AO. Be advised, hostile care package overhead.
You gotta be joking with me.
Be advised, hostile servers inbound. Hostile dock in your AO. Securing Bravo. The round's nearly over. Try to retrieve themselves.
What? How are we supposed to? Okay,
Losing B.
that is some bow.
C.
Right there, that is some bow. Yeah, because I keep. Anyway, guys, but I'm not gonna stress this out enough. You have to be careful. You have to be careful, because if you try to live stream anything and it has a video footage in it where it tells the story, then they're gonna on our stuff, so we're gonna give you a copyright claim.
Bravo. Friendly UAV inbound.
So, yeah, like I was saying, you just need to play your strengths, and then just try to deal with it. Because me personally, what I do is, I don't play zombies, because here's the thing. And you play Black Ops 3 Zombies, and basically what you do is, even if you play in private mode, what it will do is, it will, if you're playing private mode with friends just for fun, that's the best way to do it. Because, one, you can't get a copyright strike, and two, it's much better to play with friends than solo, because in the solo mode they always put up the story. So yeah, so there's a few things you'll need to know there. But yeah, but like I said, guys, I will try, and to those of you who've been commenting on my Twitter, I don't know why, but my Twitter sometimes automatically resets. I will try to get certain games. Like, a friend of mine, he's going to try to get me the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, because I know all you've been saying, you've been playing Call of Duty since Black Ops 2. I mean, if you guys compare trophies, but you've been playing since Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2, and 3 on the PS3. Why don't you get Call of Duty Infinite Warfare? Well, like I said, I will try to do that. But yeah, but like I said, I've been busy. And also, to those of you who's asking, am I going to the YouTube Creators Summit? Or if I'm going to go some places? Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to. One, I need the vacation. And previous video, I did let a curse word slip.
Capture the objectives. Securing Alpha. Enemy took C.
Yeah, and in my last video, guys, I wanted to apologize because I let a curse word slip.
Enemy took B.
I have been stressed out recently, and I try to hold my best with my stress and anger. And I do this pretty much to keep my stress and anger in check. And I'm trying my best not to be a rageaholic. And what that means is, like, when I get mad, I have a lot of rage build up. Like what anybody else does, I know that. But basically, with me, if I yell, cuss, or, you know, do anything to try to vent out my anger, then basically what happens is I get a stress-induced panic attack. And it's kind of like close to a heart attack, where it'll build up in your neck and then slowly work its way down. So I've been doing a lot of curricular activities. Like, as in, been trying to get out of the house a little bit. I've been cutting back on soda, which is a good thing. Because if you guys see me drink, tea and water during my live streams, that's one reason. Because I have been completely going on a diet. Like, and I know what y'all are gonna ask. You're gonna ask, if I'm going on a diet, why not order from any sites that do healthy foods, like NatureBox or what's the other one? Blue Apron. Well, I might consider it because, like I said, I gotta be careful with with my paychecks because of the subscription fees and everything. So, you know how that goes.
Losing A. Securing C. You're being dominated. Go on the offensive. Be advised. Hostile care package overhead. C secure.
But yeah, and I will be doing specific YouTube videos to update because I've been looking up online that YouTube's getting itself into some touchy territory, and I don't understand why, but I am going to give my thoughts about it. Which means, okay, we got it. Which means that I will find time to make a video, and I am going to talk about some things. But which means, well, and first off, guys, this whole, and I'm going to be honest here, there's one thing YouTube needs to remove from the system, and that's this restricted mode. Okay, for starters, there are YouTubers that put out content like crazy. Okay, and there are people on YouTube that'll possibly lie about their age just so they could see it. But with some YouTube content, apparently, YouTube's going through this, and I heard about this news from the YouTuber Boogie2988. But basically, they say that YouTube is starting to put up this whole content barrier, where they're going to start rating content from movie theater style, like rated G to rated R. Or they're going to start doing it like video game ratings, rated E for everyone to rated M for mature. So basically, how I'm seeing it is like they're rating everyone's content to certain levels, which, in all due respect, I think that's ridiculous. Okay, because think about it, and think about it. Nowadays, kids can hear about stuff in school. Okay, like example. If anybody heard about the rated R movies, like, and I'm throwing this out as an example because I know it's a rated R for one, like 50 Shades of Grey, okay? Kids will hear about that in school, and they'll say stuff like, oh, well, we should so go see it, or some reason. And basically, hold on a second, let me get my phone real quick. Oh. Another buddy of mine live streaming. But anyway, so like I was saying, kids nowadays could possibly go see that movie online anywhere because someone thinks, oh hey, instead of buying the DVD, we can just put it up on the net. Which, in my honest opinion, if people nowadays can learn about that stuff in school, like teenagers and stuff, why would you rate our content and then just put it clean up, like rating certain movies? I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, there are YouTubers that'll put out content out the yin yang. And with all due respect, and I may be pushing a subject here, but kids nowadays can learn a lot of stuff in school. And just because hold on a second. There we go. Gotta turn this down a bit. But like I was saying, nowadays kids can learn stuff in school. Sorry about that, guys. My whole point of view on this would be blocked out because of the gameplay, because it was up to 8. But like I was saying, kids can learn about that kind of stuff in school. So it's like anything, any news about a movie or anything, kids can learn about it in school. I mean, when I was, yeah, I'm not gonna go into the whole past stories, not yet. But all I'm saying is, I think it's just ridiculous that if kids can pick stuff up in high school, then they can look that stuff up online. Again, throwing a past right here, but there was a time in high school where people never heard of certain stuff. Yet you'd hear it from a friend, or you'd heard it from anybody. Like me, first off, and all y'all are not gonna believe this, but I never heard of ICP. And back then, when a friend of mine introduced me to it, I went through a phase where I would listen to that and almost get into trouble. Well, finally one day, I literally just quit listening to it. I still have the CD, yes, but I'm gonna plan on getting rid of it. Like, completely, because I don't want nothing to do with it anymore. Because for one, I'm not and you know. So you know, and I don't mean to sound like I'm just rambling, but with all the stuff that's been going on recently, kids could pretty much learn anything from high school. Like, another example. If anybody's never heard of anything inappropriate, kids could pick it up just like that. Like a dog picking up fleas. Kids could pick up anything negative, they can learn it from school. Again. Why in the world do you think some classes were taken to teach kids how to avoid certain situations? My point exactly. Because, for one thing, it teaches kids to avoid or how to prevent certain situations or outcomes. Now with me, yeah, I wasn't a very good cook. In high school, I took home economics. Yeah, I may have messed up once or twice, but I still got a good grade because I paid attention, kept my nose in the books. You know. And basically that's what you gotta do. You gotta keep your nose in the books and follow what you need to know. So, if kids can learn about certain stuff in school, I don't see how anybody's content should be labeled, whether it's rated E or rated M, just because of cursing. I mean, there are some YouTubers, and I'm not putting them down on the spot, but there are YouTubers that'll curse like sailors. Okay? There are some YouTubers that'll curse like sailors. There are some YouTubers that'll do reckless stuff like challenges. Like eating challenges or any type of reckless challenges that could harm the human body. True. But that's kind of pushing it out there. and make sure it's completely shut off. Like, those videos are not able to do that. Pointing this YouTuber out in a good way. But if you guys heard the LA Beast, now he was a good, and he did challenges that were unheard of or crazy. Okay, other YouTubers try to go at it. Yeah, I would never, not in a million years, do that. Because if you go through this 150 Sour Warheads challenge, basically what will happen, and I know a buddy who did this once. But when I was in school, I had a friend who tried to eat 150 Sour Warheads. Okay? The tongue, which I'll show you guys right here. Let me get close. All that was pure white. And he had cuts on the side. So he could not eat anything. He had to get stitches. And it was completely irrelevant. So, bottom line, I can understand why YouTubers want to restrict certain stuff. Sorry guys, if you hear yelling, I apologize. It's one of those nights where my family's loud. So, I'm just going to try to ignore it. But, so, you see, now I know some of the reason why YouTube wants to restrict content is because people, sometimes kids will do reckless stuff. Like, example, like, if you guys didn't hear about the story in the past, basically, a while back, when Mortal Kombat, when any of the Mortal Kombat games came out, it was either around the era of Deception, or it was either around the era of Deception or something like that. But somebody apparently tried to imitate a Mortal Kombat character, and basically they got hurt. Now, I never knew about how that happened, but how they said it happened was the person went to imitate like Sub-Zero or Scorpion, whichever one of the main characters, but he ended up getting hurt. Like, he ended up in the hospital, and he ended up basically, you know. So for top of the line, I just think that's kind of crazy that there are some people that YouTubers that go through a lot of stuff that basically they want to be able to do that kind of stuff, you know? Now, I can understand specific levels. I can understand specific levels on why exactly that some people want to restrict YouTube because there are some challenges or there's some stuff that parents should not let their kids see. I can understand that. I mean, there are YouTubers that even my family don't want me watching. And there are the YouTubers that cuss, like Jacksepticeye or something like that. But they are not bad YouTubers, to be honest. And I'm saying this because I watch most of their work, and they're pretty good at what they do. Actually, if I ever got an honor, if I ever got to talk to Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, or any of the top dogs, then yeah, I would pretty much take the honor. But still, like I was saying, there are stuff that I don't think YouTube should be restricting just because of certain reasons. Because this ain't like the 2000s, or, well, this is the 2000s, but this ain't like the 2000s like the single digits, like 2001, 2002. No, this is the year 2017. Okay, there's stuff we should ease up on a bit. Okay, and I honestly, with every fiber of my being, think that the whole thing with the restrictions, I mean, it's just, you know. Now, there are some companies which I will admit are lenient. Like, example, if you're making a YouTube video for someone you care about, yeah, they go lenient. Like, because it depends on what song you use. So, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Ooh. Yeah, he got blown up. But, and, oh yeah, so, the restriction mode is one of the topics I was going to discuss about. But the other topic, yeah, I think, basically, they brought it up, Boogie, or, yeah, Boogie2988, or Boogie, we could call him for short, brought it up in his, latest, thing. And that would be the one thing apparently that's very sensitive. But I won't bring that one up, and I'll bring up my honest thoughts and opinions about it, but just not this week. Because for one thing, like I said, I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things. I still have to get it, and to everyone, I still have to get my gaming thing set up. Like I said, it's going to take me some serious time, because for one thing, I have to, like I said, there are certain games I'm hoping to get for my birthday, but just, you know. But, like I said, I'm just going to have to push my tail. I'm just going to have to push everything that I can and just try to work my tail to the bone and see what I can do. Because, like I said, guys, I know I said I would try to get Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. And I also said I would try to get the SAO games. I've been having people ask me if I'm going to do anime-based games, like the new Attack on Titan. Wow, really? These guys are going to camp. But yeah, I've had people ask me if I'm going to do Attack on Titan. I've had people ask me if I'm going to do, like, Sword Art Online, any of the Sword Art Online series. I have Digimon Cyber Sleuth, but I will try to do that. But the problem I have is, like I said, if you guys played Digimon Cyber Sleuth, once when it starts, it does the whole thing. It does the whole thing where it tells the story on how it all starts. And basically, you can get a copyright strike for that just playing through that. Now, my friend, on the other hand, I don't know if he got into hot water, which I'll probably talk to him about that, because I don't know, with certain YouTubers, I don't know what they do, but I am gonna try to play. If I can get the new Kingdom Hearts games for the PS4, I will try to replay those. And like I said, since I know I got duplicates, because like I got Kingdom Hearts 2. 1, 2, and Rechain of Memories when they were out on PS2. And, oh my gosh, really? and I will possibly process the time to try to find a way to be able to do the games. So, But yeah, but yeah. And I know I say but yeah, and I stutter a lot, but guys, but you know, it's gonna take me some time to try to get used to talking, because like I said, I have not done commentary in a while. Well, it's just something I gotta get used to, because like I said, it's something I gotta get used to, and it's gonna be a little bit. But, and if you guys are gonna ask why I'm gonna put Kingdom Hearts on this channel, well, and also guys, I'll probably also, if I can find like some retro games of Power Rangers, I might actually give those a playthrough. And before you all wonder, I used to be a fan of Power Rangers, as you guys can tell by the shirt, but I was a fan of Power Rangers when I was a kid, and I'm still a fan of it. Like, I've watched it, and y'all are gonna laugh, but you know what? I don't care. But I used to watch the old version. Like, if you guys remember Mighty Morphin, I have seen. Let me try to remember the. I'll have to pull up a list on my phone because I always forget the series. So give me a minute. Cause I always forget what power here we go. Turn down Siri because I don't need this. Alright. Now, here we go. Alright guys, and the series I have seen when I was a kid, because I always forgot what series they came in. I have seen, here we go. I have seen, jeez. Well, if I can find the right thing. If I can find the right thing, that'll help me, of course. Here we go. I have seen from the Mighty Morphin series. I've seen, Mighty Morphin. I've seen Power Rangers Zeo. I have seen Power Rangers Turbo. I've seen Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, Wild Force. I've seen Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, RPM. I've seen Samurai and Super Samurai. I've seen Mega Force, and and I've seen Dino Charge with my nephews. The new one that I have not gotten into yet was the new Ninja Steel. And if you guys saw my phone, sorry, I had to look for the listings because it was like ages. Because like I used to be able to list them at the top of my head, but lately my brain's been so pulsy that I could not even remotely get it down the pat. So, which is why I had to use my phone, because I could not remember all the series. So that's why I had to use my phone for a minute, just so I could get all the series. And if all of you are going to ask, have you ever seen Power Rangers Sentai, or any of the Japanese Power Rangers that made the US Power Rangers? No, I have not. Now, that is one series I have not seen. I want to see it, but the problem I have is, like, it's kind of like anime with me, okay? I can watch anime to certain extents, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Japanese anime. I love all kinds of Japanese culture. But when it comes to the anime, I just, sometimes when they sub it, it's like, you can't, it's like you constantly have to read the words. Now, I'm one of the types where when I was a kid and I didn't know what they were saying, yeah, I would turn on subtitles on my TV, and then I would just watch and read the subtitles. But with animes, like, there are certain animes that they'll do that stuff with. And I can name a few examples of animes, but the one thing that really ticks me off about anime sometimes, and this is my honest opinion here, is that in Japan, if you guys seen some animes where they didn't censor anything, like there is one anime that I've seen clips of, which when they bring it over to the US, they always have to have censorship to a certain extent. Okay, now some places in the US, like, they'll do like certain animes as TVMA, and they will. Oh, just a notification. But they will do like animes to a certain extent, and they won't censor anything. Now, like, example, an anime I will tell you guys about that they didn't do that to was Rosario Vampire. Now, if you guys watched Rosario Vampire and Rosario Vampire Kapu 2, then you guys will know what I'm talking about. I mean, like, because that anime had a lot of fan service, a lot of all kinds of stuff. It was a harem anime, but it also had fan service. And I gotta be honest, I did like the anime for what it was, okay? But that's one anime you would want to watch when your family's out of the house. Now, if you've seen Kapu 2, now there is one episode that I would not watch unless it was safe, because I have little nieces and nephews, and I didn't need them to learn anything, you know, inappropriate. I mean, they hear enough of that stuff as it is, you know. But basically, if you guys watched Rosario Vampire Kapu 2, they had one episode which, for the life of me, I remember every little portion of the scene, but the episode in Kapu 2, if you guys remember it, is called A Bathroom and a Vampire. Now, if you guys seen that, comment down below, because I don't want to say anything about it, because A, if my sister is listening, I don't need her reprimanding me and lecturing me, and you know, so basically I don't want to talk about anything inappropriate, especially with my little nieces and nephews in the house. So there's that. And the second thing is that if you guys know what I'm talking about, I thought when they showed that episode, and I'm not gonna lie, I think they did hit that episode as a home run out of the park. As a WTF did I just watch? Now, I'm gonna try hard not to cuss, so I'm gonna use short syllables, like, for what the fudge, I'm going to use WTF. Because, like I was saying, because when I saw that episode, when the way they said it, I literally was, like, out of my mind. Like, I thought that it was ridiculous on how they did it, on how they hit the whole point. Now, and I ought to be thankful I was up late that night when I watched that, because if my sister would have heard that, I would have been dead meat. Dead as a doornail. Not living here. Sayonara. Gone. Bye-bye. But in all due respect, Rosario Vampire, an honest opinion, even though it had really good viewings for it, good reviews for it, I thought Rosario Vampire and Rosario Vampire Caput 2 was really good. But yeah, and here's the one thing. As an anime fan, everyone wants to know when the next genre of the series comes in. Now, if you guys, and this was the one portion I'd like to know, I have been curious about when they're going to come out with the third season. Now, some people think it is going to cut and dry, it is on a cut and dry, but there are some people that believe that they'll come back in a later year, which I'm hoping, because if all of you read the manga, I mean, like, if all of you read the manga and you guys know a little bits and pieces, I would love to see that happen. Okay, because I've read the manga. When I first got into Rosario Vampire, and this is honesty, I thought the story was crisp. Of course, they use the same cliche, like someone mistakenly gets sent to another school cliche. There are a lot of animes that do that, you know. And of course, there's some slapstick. There's some really good stuff, especially fan service, which if you guys know the whole fan service term, I'm not going to touch that one with a 20-foot pole. But again, with all due respect, I still think that they need to try to continue on with the series. Okay, and some people say Caput 3 might not, or Season 3 of Rosario Vampire might not happen. And there are other people that still have high hopes for it to happening, you know? Which would be nice if it did happen. Because if it did happen, you guys would get to see the continuation about the relationship. I mean, because if you guys remember watching Rosario Vampire and Rosario Vampire Caput 2, you guys know each of the endings. Okay? You guys know the complete endings. So, if you know the complete endings, you guys should know what exactly will happen. And you guys would know exactly what do you guys think would happen. And besides that point, I thought, on this one, with Rosario Vampire, I thought it was cool. Okay? The way they mixed, like, a monster anime and putting it into a romance anime as well. I literally could not believe my eyes when I saw it. Because I literally thought, okay, so what you're gonna do here, like, someone ends up at an alternate school, like an alternate dimension, and basically, you know, which it worked out pretty well. I mean, because you know, there are some animes that'll use those kinds of cliches, but the writers definitely know how to spice it up. You know? I mean, like, they'll know how to spice it up. And when I watch animes, I watch them for specific reasons. The story, the plots, you know? Like there are some people that will read books or read the mangas to get in the plots, you know? But when they watch the anime, but when you read the mangas, you always keep thinking it would be a lot cooler if you could see the fight scenes. For example, if you read if you guys are ahead in One Piece, if you guys remember, and the one battle I did like in the East Blue arc was the battle between, well, there were top 5 battles that I liked between the East Blue arc. Or not the East Blue arc, I forget what you call it, but there were certain battles I did like one of them from the very first few episodes was, there were two that I did like. The battle between Don Krieg and Luffy, and the battle between Arlong and Luffy. So there's two battles right there I did like. Now when you got farther down the road with that storyline, the writer and creator of One Piece, he did an excellent job. Okay? And I know I'm sounding like pretty much like a regular fanboy, but seriously, the way he wrote those stories, like if you guys move farther on ahead, into the, like, if you check out the One Piece movies, and you check out the stories and everything, then you guys could understand what I'm coming from. But, you know, like I said, there are stories that completely cross the border. Like, some stories will cross the border. Or, I mean, well, cross the line. Like, what I mean, what I said was, I mean, like, there are sometimes stories will cross the line. Not cracking a joke. But there are sometimes people will use different phrases of saying cross the line. But, anyhow, guys, I gotta cut this stream short for a minute because I have some stuff to do. I will do a part 19 of the gameplay because I'm gonna try to get through the last two things of the weekly contract, and I'm gonna try to do the kill collector so I can get my daily grind for the crypt keys. So this has been Anime Gamer Fanboy. Like, subscribe, favorite. I will try to be back as soon as I can. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Until then, keep your troubles on the ice, stay out of trouble, and have a good day.